Hello and welcome to Game On, the gaming show that takes no prisoners.
You mean we don't care whose toes we step on?
No, I mean literally we don't take any prisoners. We're journalists and not policemen. Last time I tried, I was accused of kidnap.
Yeah, I know. You kidnapped me.
Oh yeah, it's a bit awkward. Coming up!
Living sculptures.
Hard case soldiers.
And Nathaniel has an extra long Christmas break.
This week, of course, has seen the Consumer Electronics Show, or CES, arrive in Las Vegas, Nevada, bringing with it some of the hottest gadgetry to be released over the coming year.
It also gifted us a mildly deranged pop star inexplicably wearing a veil.
Hello everyone!
Hi Miss Gaga!
Hi, how are you? It's so nice to see everyone.
Yep, Lady Gaga teamed up with Polaroid at CES to unveil a typically fashionable piece of cutting-edge technology. Wait for it, here comes the big reveal.
This is the first ever pair of sunglasses that can be worn out to protect your eyes from the sun, and they can also take pictures. What?
Interesting.
Yeah, the girl filming kind of said it all, really, didn't she?
What?
Still, they're apparently the world's first sunglasses camera combo, and the real-life applications are practically limitless.
So these glasses can be worn in public. To walk around, you can take them to a nightclub, you can come to one of my shows and wear them.
Why would you want to wear sunglasses in a nightclub?
My lawyers have advised me not to answer that question, so let's move on.
What?
Thankfully, that wasn't all the show had to offer us. Microsoft also came out swinging, or rather flailing, as they announced Avatar Connect.
Now don't worry, they haven't added motion controls to the abysmal Avatar movie tie-in an attempt to make it slightly more bearable. Kinect Avatar is actually the Xbox 360's latest attempt at social integration.
Avatar Connect is basically a kind of chat room where you can meet up with other gamers' avatars and have a natter. Kinect picks up your movements and translates them to your avatar, even moving its mouth when it hears you speak into the microphone.
Now you might rightly be saying, so far so what about Avatar Connect? It's just the Me channel meets PlayStation Home with a bit more waggling involved.
In fact, even Microsoft have kind of tried this before with the Sky Player Lounge, allowing you to watch sport matches with your friends on a slightly smaller screen while you tell your avatar to jump up and down when you're excited.
Yeah, to be honest, we'd be perfectly happy to call this the non-event of the century if it weren't for one small feature. Interestingly, Avatar Connect will feature a record function, allowing you to record and edit your own sketch shows, podcasts, or even a gaming show.
So we're out of a job then?
Maybe. Maybe not.
It does sound a little gimmicky at this early stage, but then when you look at the popularity of machinima like Red vs Blue, there's clearly an appetite within the Xbox community for this kind of thing, and it is nice to give everyone the chance to have a go.
Well, not everyone.
Sorry?
Yeah, it's only available to Xbox Live Gold members.
Members. Hey Greg, do you ever get the feeling you should have been in a different job?
I don't really get paid to have feelings. Why?
Well, it's just sometimes I get the feeling I shouldn't do this, like I should be in a different profession or something.
You should have acted.
Ah, damn it! Yes, you've probably seen this by now. It's the teaser trailer for the 5th Elder Scrolls game, hilariously dubbed Skyrim.
The video was released at last year's Video Game Awards, featuring some stone dragons and some nice choral music, which on the first listen just sounds like tuneful gibberish.
A bit like Kesha's first album then.
Well, I didn't say auto-tuneful gibberish. Anyway, as it turns out, the vocals are sung in the tongue of the dragons, an entirely new language invented by Bethesda specifically for the game.
Bit keen.
Indeed. Anyway, rumours soon sprang up about the vocals containing clues to the game's plot.
We were naturally excited until we remembered our grasp of other languages stretched no further than dos cervezas, por favor.
The Elder Scrolls told of the return.
Happily then, Game Informer came to the rescue and recently spilled the beans.
Or rather presented the beans to gamers with a rubbish can opener, leaving them to translate it into English themselves with only a few clues.
The defeat was merely a delay.
Within hours though, keyboard warriors more valiant than us had rendered the runes into lovely rhyming verse. Dragonborn, Dragonborn, by his honour is sworn to keep evil forever at bay. And the fiercest foes rout when they hear triumph shouts, Dragonborn, for hunger blessing we pray. And the scrolls have foretold of black wings in the cold, that when brothers wage war come unfurled. Alduin, bane of kings, ancient shadow unbound, with a hunger to swallow the world.
That was lovely.
You're not crying, are you?
No.
To the time after Oblivion opened.
What, though, does it actually tell us about the game?
Well, seemingly legend tells of a group of dragons lying dormant who will only be awakened if mankind wages war with itself.
Basically a hardcore version of the Riot Police.
Predictably enough, the sons of Skyrim do what man does best and start spilling each other's blood, at which point the dragons awaken and do what they do best.
Which is...
They wreck stuff up.
But
Happily though, one man is up to the challenge of stopping the marauding dragons. A man with a good soul by the name of Dovahkiin.
Dovahkiin for the soul.
Yeah. Anyway, it seems you'll be playing as Dovahkiin, or Dragonborn in English, as he battles Alduin, who the runes describe as the bane of the kings. Probably a particularly badass dragon.
How exactly does a dragon manage to be more badass than a normal one?
I don't know, flagrantly breach health and safety laws?
Props open a fire door.
Dovahkiin, Dragonborn.
Anyway, the trailer promises Elder Scrolls V. Skyrim, on the 11th of the 11th, 2011, will be sure to bring you more bardic nonsense nearer the time.
You know, sometimes the gaming world seems less like an industry and more like a rumour mill.
Only sometimes it doesn't even look like a mill, it looks more like a rumour hurricane.
True. Well, this week said rumour storm was good enough to pick up a juicy news cow and hurl it right through our window.
What the hell are you talking about?
I don't know. It's been a few months now since EA's Medal of Honor shot up our PS3 and Xbox 360, but already gamers are wondering what its makers are moving on to next.
Well, according to job ads posted on their sites, developers Danger Close are already at work on an unannounced AAA first-person shooter.
Apparently the mystery game is in early development, with Danger Close looking for a senior gameplay engineer as well as a weapons and vehicles artist.
But not just any artist. The ad demands all applicants have extensive knowledge of modern military weapons, which not so much sucks the mystery out of the affair as straps it to a load of Semtex before blowing it wide open.
Given Danger Close was set up solely to handle last year's Medal of Honor reboot, we'd be astounded if the announcement was anything other than a straight-up sequel. Interestingly though, the job advert also mentions candidates will need multiplayer and co-op experience, meaning we could see a big shake-up to the gameplay, adding a cooperative element to the mix. It's all very interesting, but it's also got us wondering whether people actually want another modern Medal of Honor.
Well, I think absolutely. I mean, sure, the game could have done with a few more months in the oven, but that's because they rushed it to get a release date before Black Ops. Given a bit more time in development, I reckon it could have actually topped Call of Duty, so hopefully EA will learn from their mistake and see it right this time.
See, I don't know if they should really stick with Afghanistan. It didn't really make good on what the setting had to offer, and what it did manage some just found insensitive.
Oh, you mean the Taliban controversy? It was all just a storm in the teacup. They changed the name to OPFOR and everything was fine. The multiplayer, by the way, was excellent.
Well, yeah, it was basically Bad Company 2's multiplayer.
Whatever.
Doubtless we'll be hearing more from Danger Close as they gear up to announce their mystery title, and we'll bring you all the relevant details as soon as we get them.
That's it from us for this week. We're off to don some sunglasses and then just use a camera like a normal person.
Luddite.
More gaming garishness next week. Who invited you?
Is that close enough to my mouth?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Okay. Ready.
Why would you want to wear sunglasses in a nightclub?
My lawyer's advice.
Sorry. New year, fresh start, come on. Come on, kid.
Now don't worry, they haven't added motion controls to the abysmal Avatar.
Avatar.
Avatar, I want to go see that film Avatar.
Should we do that once more for safety?
Can you go, members?
Members. Sure.
I think that was signposted enough.
Hey Greg, do you ever get the feeling you should have been in a different
I do often get the feeling that I should have been a different one of those. Happily though, happily. This week, said rumour storm was good enough to pick up a juicy news cow and I can't help but do this. Juicy. A juicy news cow and threw it straight through our window.
What the hell are you talking about?
Juicy news cow. It's been a few months now since EA's Medal of Honor shot up our PS3 and Xbox 360. Our Xbox 3 sisters.
I had a Lancer 360 once. It's disgusting.
It's all very interesting, but it's also got us wondering whether people actually want another modern Model of Honor. Modern.
What, you mean the Taliban? Taliban's a great cereal. Awesome. Very hard to find though. You've got to sort of like reach around in nooks and crannies and caves, and then all of a sudden, Taliban! It's great. It gives me explosive diarrhea though.
Juicy news cow.